Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the KOO Demos LUCE Capsule cycling sunglasses. Inspired by the Italian word for light, the LUCE collection offers new additions to the KOO Demos and Spectro lineups. These combine cycling-specific designs of the Demos and Spectros with transparent frames and bright lens color options. In this review, we're going to be looking at the KOO Demos and the LUCE Capsule collection. In terms of packaging, you can see nice and simple. You have a big KOO logo on here. It's white and blue color scheme that matches their logo. And then this nice slide out design. Basic specs printed here with the version we have, and then some safety information on the bottom. We'll go ahead and pull this out and go over the specs. Retail price on this is $190. So on the more premium end, with the replacement lenses being about $50 to $100 as well. These have the Zeiss polycarbonate lens, which gives you great clarity and optics. They have an oversized design, so a nice big lens with a wide field of view, and a two-position nose pad to adjust a wide range of people's faces and nose sizes. You have anti-slip Mangol temples, so it's a nice rubber coating on here that doesn't get stuck on your hair, but keeps them in place, which is really important when you're doing high-intensity sports. And then you also have 4 vents, so 2 on the top and then 2 on the bottom corners. As far as what comes with these, you can see we get the sunglasses. You get a really nice looking fabric carrying case with the KOO logo on there and that same white and blue color scheme. You get a couple informational pieces in here, so the Zeiss polycarbonate lens information. You have a little information on the demos, on how to install the nose pads. You also have their little instruction booklet, which tells you more about the lenses. And inside this little box, you also get the separate nose pad. So you can actually just swap this out. So you can see simple hook design, and you can swap out the pre-installed one for this one if you want a little bit different shape. Now let's take a look at the weight of the KOO sunglasses. So putting the sunglasses on the scale, they come out to 32 grams, so quite light. The KOO Demos combine an angular single lens silhouette with a lens over frame design to create a distinctive and sporty appearance. With their oversized lens design, these are really designed for cycling where you want a wide field of view or other high intensity sports. So you never really see the frame while you're riding. KOO currently offers the Demos an impressive 15 different lens and frame combinations. You have everything from glossy, matte, and even transparent frames, as well as mild to wild color schemes like black to yellow. Within the LUCE Capsule collection, there's 3 options. You have a red glass with a red lens. Then you have the violet glass with a green lens. And then teal blue glass with the orange, which is what we have here. So you have an orange mirrored lens with this translucent blue frame. So it's a pretty sleek appearance. And even though these are a full frame design, you can see you have no nose bridge and this overlapping lens over frame, which really conceals everything and makes it look like a semi-frameless pair of sunglasses instead of a full frame. You only see the full frame when you look from the inside. Branding on here is only limited to the KOO in white on the temple arms and then right at the center of the lens. So pretty subtle, and it gives it a premium appearance. Even though these have a transparent frame, which almost makes it look fragile, this is probably one of the stiffest and most rigid pair of sunglasses we've reviewed. Normally it's very floppy, and it is flexible in the right directions, but everywhere else you can see nice and stiff with that full frame. And it's pretty impressive given the fact that these are pretty lightweight sunglasses, so you're not really paying a penalty with the weight. You can see the lens actually overlaps with the frame, which is a pretty cool feature. So you can see it extends right here, and it gives it that really sleek appearance. And with the mirrored effect, you don't even see the frame underneath it unless you look at it at the right angle and lighting. They have a straight temple arm design, so pretty standard design that bends downward a little bit, and it angles inward for a comfortable fit. You can see very flexible. You have the Mangol rubber on the ends, so it's a nice non-slip material, and very soft, so you don't have any pressure points. And you can see when you put it on, it's very flexible. Same thing on the nose pads. So you have a ratchet design, so you can see I can toggle it in or out. And it has that same rubber material, so nice and soft. You also have what almost feel like auto-locking temples, but it just seems to be very stiff, so you have to apply a lot of pressure to bend them inward, but they don't snap into place. As far as the lens, they've actually designed this to have a replaceable lens design. This is the Cat 2 mirrored lens with a 35% VLT, which is great for sunny days, especially here in California. And KOO utilizes the Zeiss polycarbonate lenses, which provide excellent clarity and distortion-free views despite the high curvature of the lens. So you can see pretty curved, so it wraps around your face. This is a removable lens design, so you actually just grab this to pull the tabs off, and then you can see I can simply pull the whole thing out from the nose pad section. You can't avoid not getting fingerprints on here, but you can see with it off, you have that full frame design. And again, still pretty rigid even without the lens installed. Without the nose bridge, you have a lot of flexibility upward and downward. And then you have the lens itself. You can see the little vent cutouts. And then the tabs that hold into place. Put it back on is really simple. You just line it up. You want to get the nose part in first. Then flex the frame to get the temples on. And you can see you want to make sure this overlaps properly. Then just lift up the top bridge, line it up, and then click it in place. You can see the vents on the top and bottom. So a pretty simple procedure, so you can buy optional lenses if you want to switch things up. Now let's take a look at the KOO sunglasses on the road. As you can see here, we have it paired with our Lamar Air Atlas, which has a nice blue and pink color, so it pairs well with these. These sunglasses have a nice aggressive design. You can see the sharp corners, and they're quite large, but even though they're a big oversized lens, you can see plenty of space between the sunglasses and your helmet. Found the temple arms and the nose pads to be very comfortable, so even on long rides, you don't have any pressure points, and they easily adjust, so you can flex them out, and you have the nice non-slip material. The clarity on the lens is also really great. It really brightens everything up, so you can see any debris or potholes coming up. And even though they are fairly dark, they still work in overcast weather, so you can use this in a wide range of conditions. So overall, impressed with it. It's not the lightest pair of sunglasses, but at only 30-something grams, it's still very light, so you don't really feel it. And you can do shorter, long rides with it with that nice, sleek design. Especially in this blue and then the mirrored finish, I think it gives it a unique appearance, which is hard to come by these days, as a lot of sunglasses look identical. So it's nice that KOO has found a little special style. It's a great option if you're looking for cycling sunglasses with more aggressive styling. Now let's compare the KOO demos with other sunglasses on the market. We've reviewed quite a few sunglasses, and you can pick a wide range of designs from full frame to half frame to frameless. Starting with the full frame design, here we have the Jewel Bow Edge. So you can see it has a full one-piece lens, just like the KOO, but the lens actually overlaps completely with the frame. And they also have a cool feature of a magnetic lens design, so you simply slide up and then pull it off. And you can see here it's quite flexible, which is why I'm kind of surprised about how stiff the KOOs are. The magnetic lens design also makes swapping lenses really simple, but you don't really have to do that very often if you pick the right lens to start with. Design-wise, you can see the KOO is more angular and sharp, while the Jewel Bow has a little bit smoother edges to give that European appearance. You can also get half frame design, so you just have the top and no bottom. We have the Shimano S-Phyre, which is a really cool looking pair of sunglasses. They actually have a metallic finish on the frame. So in the sunlight, this will really pop with little flakes inside. This also has a magnetic lens attachment system, which is kind of the new feature these days. So you pop this out, and you can see there's a magnet on each corner, and then pop it back into place. With this, you have no lens on the bottom, which is pretty nice, but the lens itself isn't quite as large as the KOO demos. There's also the Roka Matador, which has a very unique lens design, so you can see highly curved with this upward sweeping temple arms versus the standard straight arm design. They both have angular approaches, with this one being a little more aggressive with the sharper edges, while the Roka has a smooth curve that blends directly into the temple. A little bit smaller lens though, but you have a very nice wraparound design, so you can see highly curved, so more curved than the KOO. So it has more of a shield profile that wraps around your face. We also have the Jewel Bow Density. Nice lightweight modern pair of sunglasses. You can see the frame is very thin with no frame on the bottom. Big lens, but less curvature, so I prefer the more curved approach for cycling as you get less side reflections. You can also get full frameless. On the more affordable side, you have the Tifosi rail. So you can see big angular lens, very sporty, no frame at all. It's just temple arms attached to the frame itself, which is a really cool feature and gives you nice visibility. You don't have any frame in your vision at all, even at the edges of your vision. We have the Smith Pivlock, which is again similar design. You have this angular approach with these offset curves that give it a unique appearance with the little vents. What's cool about the Pivlock is the Pivlock lens attachment system. So you pivot it, it has a little pivot point here, and then pull it out. Just has a little rod that goes inside and then locks into place, which is a lot simpler than trying to pull the tabs out and remembering where to pull from. You also have the Oakley KOO, so really cool design. This is the Encoder version, so not quite as crazy with the nose piece. You can see it actually has a cutout, while the KOO has a full wraparound design. This is a one-piece lens, but they've actually curved the top to give it more rigidity. Really cool, but obviously it is a more polarizing design, while the KOO has a more classic sporty look. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the KOO Demos. What I like about it is you have a lot of creative color schemes. So if you like the transparent lenses, you have the LUCE Capsule collection, and then you have a ton of other options with matte or glossy finishes. You also have a unique appearance with that lens over frame design, so it makes it look more like a semi-frameless pair of sunglasses, even though they are a full frame design. You also have adjustable temple arms and nose pads so you don't have any pressure points, and it can accommodate a wide range of faces. The main negatives with these sunglasses is the fact that there's no hard case, which is kind of surprising at this price point. Taking everything into account, we give the KOO Demos a 9.0 out of 10. They're aggressively styled sunglasses with excellent clarity. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.